Hey guys, welcome. I thought I'd do something slightly different this week. Run out of content for the time being, but I'll have some for you very soon. So I thought I'd make my own content. I'm going to run through my 10 fishing heroes from TV. So the requisite has to be they've been on TV. Some of them are alive. Some of them, unfortunately, have moved on. It was a lot of thought went into compiling this list, so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you recognise some of these characters I'm about to talk over. I'll try and have something going on in the background as I chat. Enjoy. And first up at number 10, it's Jeremy Wade. Now, a lot of you will have heard of Jeremy Wade from his hit show River Monsters. I think Jeremy must come from a long line of fishermen because he loves to embellish the truth. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a hero of mine, but he makes it into the legends list because of his sheer success on TV, on our screens. My only niggle with Jeremy is, well, I've actually got two niggles. He's a great guy. There he is with a big hook for catching his bait fish. He's a great presenter. He's a great man. There's no doubt about that. But his personality is not quite as exaggerated as some of the other legends on this list. And he also gives fishermen potentially a slightly bad name because he embellishes things a little too much beyond the truth. He's trying to catch some prehistoric creature here. It's not going to happen, Jeremy. Anyway, he does creep in there, number 10 on the list. At number 9, I'm going to cheat a bit. There's two guys who share number 9. This chap, the older viewers will recognise this guy. He's called Neil McKellar. This man, he's full of great tips and ideas, and he's just a casting legend, and he was trying to teach me how to cast on the TV. I'm never going to be able to cast like he casts on the shore. Just check out his technique and check out the sound of this reel. Here we go. Legendary stuff. Sharing the number 9 spot, you've got the Welshman Dave Lewis. Why do I admire him? Because he's been a Sea Angler magazine contributor for many a year. Don't know if he still is, but I hope he still is. Sea Angler magazine, spent many hours reading it in my youth, and Dave's top tips here. He's got a Ross and Bottom. What do I like about him? He's a font of all knowledge when it comes to fishing, and I really like his soothing Welsh accent. So here he is fishing in the, I think it's Irish Sea, Celtic Sea, fishing legend with Neil McKellar. Oh, there's one other legend who creeps in here, not on the official list, but he is nonetheless. It's Keith Arthur. Here he is. Creeps in there by the skin of his teeth. Thanks, Keith. At number 8, it is fishing legend from Wicked Tuna, Captain Dave Carraro. Now Dave, I mean, he needs no introduction. You've all watched Wicked Tuna, I'm sure. There's his protege there. He looks quite young in this particular clip. He's aged a bit since then, but haven't we all? No introduction needed. He's a fishing legend. He likes to be on top. He likes to mark those fish. He's caught some enormous tuna in his time. He's a true fishing professional. Some would say a little bit geeky, but he's got a cracking boat. His boat is awesome. He's got some great gear. He's caught some great fish. More tuna than I'll ever catch, and he gets a good price for them as well. Some would say slightly overinflated for TV, but hey, fair play, Dave. There he is, going for it. Doesn't reel the fish anymore, makes his deckhands do it, but fantastic guy. Here's his merchant hauling up the catch. What more to be said? Number 8, solid performer. At number 7, it's a character from another hit TV program, needs no introduction. The Bering Sea crab fisherman from Deadliest Catch. This character, Jonathan Hillstrand. one of the Hillstrand brothers. What do I admire about him? I admire his sense of humour. He's a very strong character, well, like all the crab fishermen are, but there's a great load of tomfoolery going on amongst the fleet. He makes a return here after 6 years out. He's very excited on the dock there. There he is, that punch in the air. I think he likes to have a fight or two, but you can see he's a kind man underneath it all. He's helped out many a deckhand on the Bering Sea. He's caught a lot of crabs. He's a nice guy. He's got a dry sense of humour, loves firing flares at people. True American hero. Number 7, Jonathan Hillstrand. At number 6, a slightly calmer character than the last one. It's none other than TV celebrity Paul Young. One of my favourite Scottish fishermen out there. He's a gentle old man and he has travelled the world fishing. He's been everywhere. He's caught everything from the biggest tarpon to the smallest trout, chub, you name it, he's caught it. He's a gentle man, a great man, and he fully deserves number 6 spot here. Many hours watching his many TV programmes in my youth as a child. Real true hero of mine. Exemplary character. Number 6 is Paul Young. Already made it halfway down the list, and at number 5, again, very recognisable character here. One of the most famous actors to grace the northeast of England, and a very famous fisherman as well. Who is it? None other than, of course, Robson Green. Like Paul Young, he's also travelling the world here. He is catching all sorts: freshwater, seawater, saltwater. He's catching game fish, he's catching river fish, he's flying in helicopters. Seems to like stripping off as well. A little bit of a show off. However, no one can deny that his shows aren't at least mildly entertaining. A little bit out there for everyone. There he is, yeah, showing off again. But at the heart of it, friendly guy from the northeast. He's got a lot of strings in his bow. He's been a musician, he's recorded some hit songs. There he is, getting excited. And yeah, great programme, great man. Deserves number 5 spot, Robson Green. There he is. At number 4 here, you might recognise this opening sequence to a very popular Australian fishing TV show. Yes, you know who I'm talking about already. There he is, in cartoon form. It's Rex Hunt. His favourite phrase, "Thank your mother for the rabbits." He's joined in his TV programme by his loyal sidekicks, a large guy called Steve Starling. There's Bushy, the Indian chap, catching kingfish today. This was probably my favourite TV show growing up. Absolutely full of charisma. Loved his show, very varied. There's his sidekicks again. If they get the chance, watch the back catalogue. Absolute classics, absolute bangers. Number 4, Rex Hunt. Really getting through the list now. At number 3, it's grumpy crab skipper Sig Hansen. He's been up for 36 hours here. He's cranky, but he's still catching crab, and that's the main thing. It's the second entry from the deadliest catch, and the man that I really idolise. Probably the most successful crab skipper on the Bering Sea. Certainly the one that's been actually on our TV screens. He's an old school skipper. He doesn't take any attitude from anyone. He's his own man, and he's great at catching crab. That's his brother Edgar, who used to fish with him. I don't know where he's gone these days. Oh, he's wiping his eyes. He's severely fatigued here. You can see the kind of frustration in his face there. They're the deckhands. They're concerned about him. As long as they're catching crab though, they're okay. There you go. Please, you need to respect this guy. One of the best fishermen of all time. Number 3, Sig Hansen. At number 2 is the Albert Einstein of fishing himself, Cornish angler Ed Shifa. He likes bassing and maybe a bit of wrassing. Bit left field, this character, but I mean, this is the guy I grew up watching. I think he went straight to VHS, if I'm not mistaken, but I watch his videos over and over again. Nowadays, the youngsters of today, they have the benefit of just streaming YouTube. They're not going to feel the pain of having to untangle a VHS tape while watching Ed do his thing. And what he does best, of course, is catch bass, and a lot of them. He's got absolutely oodles of charisma, probably a million times more than our number 10 spot, Jeremy Wade. Close to home as well, Cornwall, very similar to Guernsey. He inspired a whole generation of bass fishermen. I'm just going to let you, I have no more words to speak of Ed other than pure admiration. I'm just going to let you enjoy this moment.
Hey, look at that, just look at that, folks. Hey, look at that little baby, hey? It doesn't matter what size they are. The important thing is catching fish, catching bass. That's brilliant, isn't it? Kill and slip. Hey, back we go. Brilliant. Number 1.
And commandeering the top spot, we have the most famous TV fisherman of them all. It's John Wilson. He holds number 1 spot just for his laugh alone. But his other admirable qualities are, he was the longest serving TV fisherman. 50 years of fishing total on TV. He must have been on our TV screens for 30, 40 years. Incredible tenure. He built his own lake in the back of his house. Clearly doing okay for himself. To be able to make your own lake like that is just incredible. And then speak with such humility. I doubt there's going to be another, you know, it's like Queen Elizabeth. It's like QE2, you know, there's not going to be another monarch like that. There's not going to be another TV presenter with such longevity. So he really is one of a kind. He's taught me so much, and just his humour and his gentle nature and his laugh is enough for me. With that said, here is an Alderney. He's ground baiting, he's about to catch some garfish. So again, in my youth, I spent a lot of time doing exactly what he's doing here in Alderney, Guernsey. He's tying a piece of rope from his ground bait to the side of the wall, and now he's gonna get his carp rod out and try and catch a garfish. Anyway, with that said about all of these TV legends, it's time for them to pass the buck to the new generation of TV fishermen. Of course, TV these days can mean lots of things, obviously YouTube as well. So, you know, there's never been a better time to try your hand at being a TV fisherman. Hopefully you've enjoyed this and it's stirred the memories from 30 years of TV. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, and there'll be more actual fishing at some point. So yeah, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and see you on the next one.